We know very well that no minister under our constitution can forgive any public debt. Where are the instruments of forgiveness of the debt of Nzoia, Mumias, and others? These are questions that an enlightened public will ask. And this is why when they were in Western the other day, Wananchi, even at their basic levels, were able to ask questions and tell them that you are playing mind games with us. And if it is the politics that you want to play, there are those who know how to play politics better. And we stand here to tell our colleagues that we need to focus on the challenges of the country, particularly the COVID-19. Na tunaambia wananchi, musije mkaangukia mtego ambao natawaumiza. Hawa ndugu zetu ambao wanatembea hawana haja na maendeleo, hawana uwezo wa kuleta maendeleo. Haja walio nayo ni siasa ya pesa nane, ya matusi na ya kudanganya wananchi, na hawaelezi wananchi ni nini wao wenyewe wanataka, kwa sababu wanataka kuchukua watu wetu waweke kwa mnada, waende wauze kwa wanasiasa wengine. Na hiyo sisi hatutakubali. Tunawaomba mtulie, mtuamini na tutembee pamoja kwa hii safari yetu. So these members of parliament standing with us here sit in the National Assembly where the national budget is processed. And they can tell you for free that there are no allocations in the budget on the so-called rejuvenated development projects. We have repeatedly said, and I want to repeat here, that the process of reviving our industries is something we don't take lightly. And we don't want anybody to play cheap politics and cheap games with the revival of Mumias or revival of Nzoia or the reclamation of Pan Paper. Pan Paper went for a song as we watched. Regrettably, the same people who took Pan Paper are embroiled and involved in the schemes to take away our sugar factories. We will not allow this, because we know that there is the National Privatization Commission. Where is their report on the process being marketed around on what to do with Nzoia and Mumias? Na tuna pia unga mkono agizo la rais wa nchi ya kwamba hawa mawaziri wake ambao wanasunguka kila mahali Western kueneza injili ya porojo ya kwamba wanaleta maendeleo, na hiyo maendeleo hatuyaoni. Amewaambia pia wakomeshe hizo safari zao. Na hata kama hawangeambiwa kukomesha, wananchi wamewaambia kukomesha. Kwa sababu wakati wamekuwa katika Western wiki hii, wamekutana na hasira ya wananchi. Kwa sababu wananchi si wajinga. Wanajua, wanaelewa, wanafahamu maendeleo ni nini. Wanaona vile viwanda zao zimezoroteka. Wameambiwa ya kwamba madeni yamefutiliwa mbali, na ila unaona kiwanda cha Mumias bado kimeshikiliwa na wale ambao walikopesha Mumias pesa. Nzoia iko mahututi, mkulima hajalipwa. Mawaziri waine wanaenda huko, wanaambia watu tumetoa madeni. Walipoulizwa wapi stakabadhi za kuonyesha ya kwamba Nzoia sasa haina deni, wapi stakabadhi za kuonyesha ya kwamba balance sheet ya Nzoia iko zero debit, hakuna chochote. Tunahadaiwa.
We are indeed living in extraordinary times. The threat of COVID and the damage it can do has now become very clear to all Kenyans and to many people globally. So we want to emphasize that the lives of our people matter. The lives of people in Western Kenya, and indeed the lives of all Kenyans, matter. And therefore, it is important that once we have recognized and we have seen that the numbers are surging, the COVID case numbers are surging, they are growing at a fairly rapid rate, it is important that we take a step back and call off the public engagements, the outreach that we have been having in Western Kenya, so that there is minimal exposure of Kenyan citizens to this COVID matter. We have all witnessed that there is a hunger, an urge from the people that they want to see us, they want us to talk to them. But this is the moment we tell them that as much as there's that anxiety, your lives are more important than us engaging with you. Your lives are more important. We can postpone the engagement because once you're alive, we shall be able to talk to you later. So right now, our appeal is that everybody needs to observe that. The gatherings we have seen, and particularly the special interest that Western Kenya has generated, is both a matter of consternation and also alarming, because the kind of activities that we have seen in Western Kenya are not being witnessed in any other part of the country. It's as if there's a general election in Western Kenya and there's no election in other parts of the country. So we are calling upon all responsible leaders that let us take a step back, let us protect the lives of our people first. That is what we want to really emphasize. COVID is causing damage. In some of the bigger economies, like the US, it is estimated that they're going to lose about 25% of their GDP to the effects of COVID. We are seeing countries like Sweden, they could lose up to 35% of their GDP targets. And what about smaller economies like Kenya? Maybe we might end up losing close to 50% or more of our GDP to the effects of COVID. So we need to focus. And we also want to urge the government, because they gave a moratorium. Even banks were told that let us give people a moratorium for about 3 months before you move into foreclose on the loans. It is becoming clear that COVID is going to be with us much longer. People have lost jobs. Others will continue to lose jobs. Factories may not be revived quickly. And therefore, at this point in time, we can only urge the government to reflect again on the unfolding events and bring the stakeholders together again so that perhaps this moratorium can be extended. Because right now, even if you foreclose, it is going to be very difficult for so many people. So these are issues that we believe the government should quickly look at.